I'm out here on Cabo on a cruise, and this thing with Meta kicked in like just before I left, and I made my video and I commented briefly on it, and now I've got a day of Wi-Fi, and I'm looking at some posts on X from a lot of big creators who have stuff to say. Meta is like done, the headset is garbage, and thanks for nothing. And I'm not disputing that the decision to close down these studios was a bad decision. I don't think it was good in terms of the PR that's resulting from it, for sure. Here's how I feel about it, honestly. You can't change the fact that ever since 2020, Meta has invested in VR, not trying to turn a profit. I firmly believe that every headset they sell at a loss. And this is all about gaining the market and doing something with it 10 years from now that's actually profitable. That's how I see it. And so what you're talking about is saying, thank you, Meta, for spending billions and billions of dollars building up VR, selling it to the public, not physically, but as an idea, as a concept, to say, this is fun. You will enjoy yourself. And look, you don't have to spend $2,000 to have fun in VR. Here, try it for $300, $400, $500. And if you like it, then buy the games and upgrade the headset. And that was great. It's been going good. You know, I mean, we all have our complaints about the lack of eye tracking and how the industry is being dumbed down by games like Gorilla Tag, and I get it. I'm with you. Gorilla Tag sucks. It's brain rot. It's terrible for VR. But that decision for them to chase that is no different from them making this decision to dump a lot of VR studios in favor of pursuing some XR stuff with glasses. And whatever they do, they've spent a lot of money. Like these people who lost their jobs, I feel terrible. I'm sure they'll get back on their feet. I'm sure they'll be fine. But they only lost jobs that they had because Meta paid them millions and millions of dollars. They supported them. They gave them the jobs that they then lost. And I don't know what this hate is from some of these larger developers. I think that they've done a lot for me in terms of my channel's growth. I only have like just under 6,000 subscribers. It's not a lot. But what I have is because they've given me a platform to where I have access to games. I can talk about headsets. And it's been great. And my desire to talk about VR does not hinge on whether or not Meta supports me. They might shut down this program tomorrow. But they're more likely to shut down the program tomorrow because these 50K subscriber plus creators are happy to dump on Meta now that they have like what they came for. Now that they have the subscriber count, shut the door behind them. Meta is against you and all this stuff. And it's ugly. And it really does feel like some of these creators doing this, they're only doing it because now they have 100K subscribers. Now they're safe to say, Meta's good for nothing. 5 years of creating headsets and funding studios, and then they had the audacity to fire some people. After 5 years of bleeding and feeding something that will not be profitable for 10 more years, and they're not even shutting VR down completely, they're just diverting some money, a good portion of it, to glasses because it's competitive, because China's doing it, because everyone's doing it, and they have to get their foot in the door. But now, because they've made the decision to not bleed money completely, Meta, meh. Why don't you grow up? Why don't you just say thank you for the stuff they've done, even if the Steam frame is better, even if it's the better device? Just say thank you. The Steam frame only exists because for 5 years, Meta has been proving that VR works and that there's a market for it. Even if it wasn't profitable for them. Even if. So I don't know. This is just me saying that it feels like people are shutting the door behind them. They got what they came for. They're happy to have profited off Meta and the VR industry as it boomed and exploded. But the second they have to cut something, some portion of it, in pursuit of not falling apart, like if they don't do it and Meta folds because China beats them to glasses, to wearables, then VR just goes away completely. But no, they should just go under. They should just tuck their tail and just fade into that good night, because a bunch of creators with 100K plus subscribers want them to. Maybe say thank you and go out there and build your own headset if you think you can do it better.